Bracketology presented by Dave Campbell's Texas Football, breaking down the 2021 UIL Texas High School Football Playoff brackets. I'm Greg Tepper, and this is 5A Division I. A lot of intrigue here. I'm very excited to see how this whole thing breaks down. There's going to be a lot of focus on one region, maybe in this general area, but we will talk about all four of the regions because I think there's some intrigue in every one of them. Let's start with Region 1. And in Region 1, a lot of this comes down to whether or not what you think of what happened to Amarillo Tascosa in Week 11, right? I thought that they were the favorite out of Region 1 going into Week 11. Then they lose to Lubbock Coronado and apparently lose their quarterback, BT Daniel. Now, they're probably going to move Major Everhart to quarterback to run that flexible offense, but what does that do to their entire offense? I think that they are certainly a team to keep an eye on still. I'm not throwing dirt on them at all, but I think that their road got tougher specifically because they may have to see a team like Colleyville Heritage, who may in fact be the best team in that region. They're in the third round of the playoffs. Up here at the top half of the bracket, of course, there's Mansfield Summit, fourth. They're out of District 4, just loving where they're at. Because you remember what happened last year. They were the team that soared all the way to the state semifinals with nobody paying attention to them. They've got a really tough first-round matchup with Azle, a team that can certainly score the ball with quarterback Chris Lee. Right here, Lubbock Coronado has certainly risen to the top. Coach DJ Mann's done an unbelievable job getting them up to speed as the season has gone on. But a tough draw here with either Fort Worth Brewer or Midlothian in the second round. So this top half of the bracket feels pretty wide open. Down here, I feel like we're heading for a Tascosa and Colleyville Heritage regional semifinal. But I would say that a team like Abilene Cooper or Amarillo could have something to say about that. Maybe even a team like Justin Northwest, a team that champions of District 3. Let's go to Region 2 now, and this is the fireworks factory. This is where everybody wants to pay attention to, because here's the defending state champs in Denton Ryan, and let's just follow their potential path just for an argument's sake. They're going to be favored over WT White of Dallas. Then they could see a team like Magnolia West, okay, a team that was 9-0 before they lost their regular season finale to College Station. Okay, that's pretty tough. Let's move on. Oh, okay, they could see a team like Longview or Lancaster, or maybe a team like Magnolia. Yeah, okay, that's no fun. And then a regional final, they could see any one of these teams. It's tough sledding here for Denton Ryan. Certainly, the defending state champs are going to have to earn their way out of their own region. The bottom half of the bracket, this is the dirty side of the region. This is absolutely the dirty side of the region. You've got state-ranked Highland Park. You've got state-ranked College Station. You've got state-ranked Frisco Lone Star. Okay, you have got, I believe, 3 of the top 5 teams in all of Class 5A Division I. All packed together within one half of one region. That is fireworks factory, folks. And I'm telling you, keep an eye on Frisco Wakeland, better than their record indicates. And I think that I think a potential second-round matchup between College Station and Frisco Lone Star is must-see football, folks. That's going to be one of the games of the year. It would not be a surprise if we're talking about the winner of this region winning the state championship. That's how tightly packed and dangerous this region is. Let's matriculate over to Region 3. This is going to be, I think, a region defined by the depth of contenders here, because I don't know if anybody's really separated themselves from the pack. Friendswood has been very dangerous all year long. Buda Johnson, I think, has been great, but a very tough first-round matchup with a seasoned Cedar Park program. Katy Pato was the talk of the town before they lost their game to Manville. Can they recapture that magic? That's a big question. Keep an eye on Manor, one of the best running games in the state. Pflugerville Weiss, I think, is a contender as well. The way that their offense has been humming recently, they're a team with quarterback Dior Bradfield. They're a team certainly to keep an eye on. Of course, there's Manville. There's a few teams that have the kind of pedigree that Manville has in this region. Dripping Springs with quarterback Austin Novosad is a team that may in fact be the best in the region, and we may be talking about heading to Arlington sooner as opposed to later. And then keep an eye on Port Arthur Memorial. I think that this first round matchup between Port Arthur Memorial and Fort Penn Hightower is one of the highlights of the bi-district around in all of the state. Keep an eye on that game. Overall, there are 6, 7, 8 different contenders here in Region 3, and I think that's going to make for a very fun finish here in the playoffs. Meanwhile, into Region 4 we go, where I think that a lot of the focus is going to be on the Corpus Christi schools, most notably Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial. But what did they show in their loss a couple of weeks ago to Corpus Christi Flower Bluff? That's a little bit disconcerting. Could that open the door for a team maybe like McAllen Memorial from the Rio Grande Valley? That could be a team to keep an eye on. Of the top half of the bracket, I think that San Antonio Highlands has had a fantastic season, but going to have to earn their way through potentially a very difficult first-round matchup here between Roe and Corpus Christi Flower Bluff. The sleeper I like here is Gregory Portland. Brent Davis has done an unbelievable job getting that team on track after a slow start. They're hitting their stride at the right time. Overall, it doesn't feel like anybody's really separated themselves here, which makes that all the more intriguing. I think Corpus Christi Vets still has to be the favorite, but it could be really interesting to watch. So overall, when you take a look at the region, again, all the focus is going to be on Region 2, but there's a couple of contenders here that could be a little bit dangerous in Region 1. I think this is full of contenders we don't know any which way it's going to go. And down here, it's going to be who can get hot at the right time. Is it Corpus Christi Vets or is it another team? That's what's going to be very interesting. If you're going to pay attention to 5A Division 1, don't just pay attention to here. Pay attention to the entire bracket because it's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to have you covered every step of the way at TexasFootball.com.
Thanks so much for watching that video. If you would like more and to be notified when they come out, go ahead and click that subscribe button right down there. You can also watch Texas Football Today every day live at noon on TexasFootball.com, Facebook, Twitch, and right here on YouTube. For more of the best coverage of Texas football in the Lone Star State, go to TexasFootball.com/subscribe.